What's up, everybody? We're going to see how well the stream goes today. It is extremely stormy where I'm at. We had a massive thunderstorm roll through this morning, and I am on Starlink, which to date, Starlink has been very good. Surprisingly, I was not sure what to expect with streaming on Starlink, but I've been streaming on Starlink for like the last couple of weeks that I've been on the road. It's worked perfectly. There's been a couple of times when the bitrate has dropped down, so when you see the picture get a little fuzzy, that's because the bits rate's dropping. But for the most part, there's been no outages or anything like that until this morning, because we had a massive thunderstorm rolled through and we lost connection for about 15 minutes. And it was like torrential downpour and pitch black skies, and we were like, tornado? Maybe not tornado, not sure. But we'll see how it goes. Squeezing in a session today. I was not planning on streaming today, and then because the storm happened this morning, I did not go do the photo shoot and the drone shoot that I was supposed to do today, related to the project that I'm working on while I'm up here. So because we didn't do that, I've actually got time to do a stream. So we're going to do a little bit of a stream, at least until my wife tells me that she's ready to do our daily call, because she's on homestead duty solo, so I've been checking in with her every day. And we got kitty cat stuff and chicken stuff and everything else. So I figured I'd jump back in and do this. I traditionally am only playing EverQuest 2 on Monday nights, but I figured there was some stuff I could do today related to running around the neighborhood and doing some crafting and stuff. Because World of Warcraft wise, we are just doing panda related stuff on Saturday nights, and we are going to be doing that until, and that's only once a week, until the War Within pre-patch stuff. And then I've got early access to War Within for August 22nd. So once that happens, I'll be doing a lot of World of Warcraft from August 22nd up to August 30th, at which point Star Wars Outlaws drops. And then from there on, I'll be streaming mostly Star Wars Outlaws, and we'll be balancing World of Warcraft in there. EverQuest 2 should probably, it's probably going to be Monday nights only. Once I get back to the office, that'll be the only times I play this, because I've got way too many other games. I just was checking the list today. Flintlock comes out on June 18th, so I'll definitely be playing Flintlock. That'll probably be, I don't know, a week or a 2-week long gameplay. I don't know what that gameplay loop looks like, but that's a Game Pass Day 1 release on the 18th of June. So I'll definitely be playing that. And then there's some other stuff that's happening at the beginning of August that I'll be taking a look at. We're still kind of looking at what am I going to be doing for the first couple of weeks of July once I'm back home in the office. More than likely, I'll be getting back into Starfield because we've got the June update that just dropped recently, and also I got to get through this shipbuilding and the outpost building, and then we got to start prepping for Shattered Space, which is coming later this fall. So all good things in terms of what we're working on. All right. Hang on a second. I need to double check something here because I just got somebody that pinged me over on YouTube. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So, when last we left off, so they've brought back neighborhoods to EverQuest 2, or at least the neighborhood quests and everything else. So this is a little different than if you've played on one of the other progression servers or if you've played on live. So we've got these here. We got dropped off in this neighborhood. So if you're Dark Elf, you get put into Long Shadow Alley, and I've been given a quest, which is we need to make sure I have a clear understanding of what to do and why we're doing it. This lady also felt it was important for me to learn the layout of Long Shadow Alley, so I need to make my way around and learn some of the things. So one of those was to explore the docks, which I've done so here. And right here is this travel thing that I can use to go to the Common Lands, Sunken City, or the Ruins, which are the other areas that we can go to. It says I need to make my way to the destroyed knowledge portal in the center of Long Shadow Alley. I need to go to the North Freeport access via the city gate, and I need to find the entrance to the Thieves' Way within an elevated manhole west of the destroyed knowledge portal. Now, I'm not using EverQuest 2 maps, so for those of you who use EQ2 maps, what is this? Just a door? If you're using EQ2 maps, I think everything is listed on the maps, but I'm not doing that. I'm doing it old school. So we're going to go figure this out by hand. I'm assuming this is the portal. Yep, this is the destroyed knowledge portal. Then it said there's an entrance to the Thieves' Way within the elevated manhole west of the destroyed knowledge portal. So that's going to be this way. Yep, that'll be this thing right here. That's the entrance to the Thieves' Way. There's an entrance to the graveyard over there. What are these mushrooms for? I'm sure I'll find out soon. And then access to North Freeport is via the city gate, which I'm assuming is going to be up through here. And there's the city gate right there. Alright, now I need to go back to her. Tell her, hey, I did what you asked me to. And then if I'm not mistaken, the feathers on the map are other quests. It's been a while since I've played. But we'll go check those quests out shortly. But we need to return back to her first to see what she has as a follow-up. Most of this is going to be about learning the new zone.
As you see, Long Shadow Alley is dark and its passages wind. But the Teardal do not fear these things.
Gila says I've not yet
Long
installed
ago,
EQ2
our
maps
people
either.
lived in
Kind of find it
Nero,
refreshing to search for
and through
things
Codadal trickery,
that I can
it
see
was
myself getting
sealed away
frustrated
from
with in a
those of us
hurry.
on the surface.
Yeah, I just kind of was like, I have it on the other PC. I haven't installed it on this one yet, and I'm hesitant to install a bunch of stuff on this one until I get home and figure out what my new setup is going to be, because I think the old laptop is going to get turned into my stream box. I've never used a stream box before. I may have to get a switcher though, because I have the PS5, the Xbox Series X, and this new laptop, so I got to figure out how to get all that set up to the stream box. And I don't, I don't know how to do that with. I don't know how to do that yet with my capture card. I'm assuming I need to get a splitter, a three-way splitter, and then have a switch on it to go to each one. But I'll figure all that when I get home. So I haven't bothered with this. Also because I'm only playing once a week. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of just on auto follow, so I just follow everybody else around, and I'm not worried about it. The Claudal should pay for what they did to us.
And someday they will. Remember, we are the patient ones. Though fruit may ripen off the vine, it is much tastier when picked at its ripest. So it is with our opportunities for revenge. When they are ripe, we will pluck them. We must remain vigilant against the enemies of the virtuous: sloth, greed, and impatience. We will choose the time and the place to unveil ourselves. In that way, we control the outcome, regardless of the cause.
I want to learn the Teardal's ability to control the dark arts.
I will direct you to that later. First, you must learn what it is to be a Teardal. You must realize that you cannot show your contempt for another of your kind so openly to them. Doing so will only bring disrespect to yourself, like it did to that sloth. We must remain vigilant against the enemies of the virtuous: sloth, greed, and impatience.
All right, I accidentally interrupted
I will
her.
direct you to that later.
Tia. Who is Tia? What
First,
dishonor do
must
you speak
learn
of?
Tia is a Teardal who has lost all sense of subtlety. He thinks only of stuffing himself with whatever food he can pilfer. I am sure even now he is trying to find a way to steal more food from our merchants.
So if everyone knows he's a thief, why don't you do something about it?
I believe you may be right. It is time to teach him a lesson. A true Teardal would never be so blatant about their actions. Just because we are stuck in this dingy alley does not mean we can act like common thieves.
Also, when I get home, I'll be able to figure out what resolution I'm going to be playing at, because this new rig is a 4K rig, and as you can see, you can't scale the game to 4K resolution when you're playing borderless windowed mode. So everything is super tiny, and I'm not a fan of it, but I'm not trying to set everything up on the road, because once I get home, I have 2 monitors, and Actually, I have 3 monitors, but to get it all set up, and I'm going to have the other as the stream box, so I'll end up having 4 monitors. I don't know what that's going to look like when I get home. So but I do not like the fact that it won't scale to 4K resolution. It's very frustrating that I can't get that to work. And I'm not going to go, everyone was like, just go get the Drac UI mod. And it's like, I'm not installing a mod just to, resize the game. I'll probably just end up getting everything down to 1920 by 1080 because that's what my monitor is. I don't have a 4K. My primary monitor is not a 4K monitor. My smart TV is a 4K monitor. I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta wait till I get home to figure all that out. Alright. What do you want me to do?
For now, go find Shadow's Kiss, a fungus that grows around town. You may want to check near the entrance to the Thieves' Way for it.
I did see a mushroom over there earlier, so that's what that is.
Discuss what needs to be done next.
Okay. I can do that.
Excellent. I look forward to your return.
So, I'm assuming I only need one. Oh, I need 5 of them. Okay. Well, let's see if anybody else is harvesting them, or just me. 1. Oh, somebody dislikes my presence, it said. Oh, wait, can I harvest more than 1 from the same place? Maybe. Well, at least on some of them I can. I think I remember I have to do the apartment quest too. So I can get I think you get another teleportation if you get an apartment.
Ah, good, you have it. I will begin mixing this right away. Speak to me again in a moment so I can concentrate on mixing this.
Okay. What about my training?
Remember to be patient. Fortunately, Shadow's Kiss is a soft substance and crushes quickly. It is almost ready to be distilled. What is it you would like to know that cannot wait?
You seem fairly handy with that.
Patience can be learned, but you should realize by now that our keen intellect lends itself well to studies such as these. Alchemy is something any Tyrdal can master, if the desire is present.
Very true.
Throughout all of our history, our ranks have always included the greatest members of the arcane societies, especially concerning necromantic magic. It was Inaruk's gift to us, after all.
We are fortunate.
Enough of that, though. This is done distilling already. You must see Kalrath. He is another Tyrdal here in Long Shadow Alley. He likes to watch the people who pass back and forth through the gates to North Freeport. When you find him, let him know that I need an ingestible medium for the Shadow's Kiss you harvested.
So he's just going to give it to me?
Let him know that I sent you. But remember that no Grey Tyrdal ever accomplished anything without discretion.
All right. Let's go talk to that guy. Up by the gate.
You look like someone who is searching for something. I do not have anything for you, though, so you should search elsewhere.
You know what, guys? I totally forgot to turn my sound back up after we were playing the other night. My bad.
Really? I'm not expecting.
I forgot. I had it all turned down for the Discord so that you could hear everybody else chatting. I forgot to turn it back. I was like, why is it so quiet? Do I have the volume turned down on my laptop? Alright. She's looking for an alchemical medium.
What type of medium is she looking for? There are lots of things that can be used as a medium, you know.
An ingestible one.
I do. But what exactly does she want to use it for?
She's teaching me the ancient art of the Tyrdal and is required to complete my lesson.
Fine, take it. I do not have time to pry the whys and wherefores from you. At least, not at this moment. Let her know she owes me the normal price for it.
Copy that. And then we go back. Oh, I took the long way, didn't I? Oops. Thankfully, there's no colliders, because that guy's just been sitting there with his fire pet forever.
Good, you are back. I need not ask if you told him what we are mixing with it, right?
I told him the truth. You're teaching me the ways to be a Teardoll.
He would be hard-pressed to find a more true statement than that. Let me mix these together before you take these to Lynzia. Her shop is set up near the destroyed knowledge portal. Tia has frequently stolen from her, and the time is ripe to take action.
Okay.
Before
What's going to happen
I give
next?
this to you, I want to be sure you remember all that we have discussed about this.
What do you wish to know?
First, who is it that we are after?
Matilda and Tia.
Now, why exactly are we doing this?
Because Tia brings shame to the name of the Teardoll.
Good. I am glad you agree. That sloth of a man does nothing but degrade our race. Now where do you need to leave this?
I need to give it back. I don't remember. Leave it at the vendor booth?
You are correct.
Yay!
Although it would be amusing if the wrong person ate this. I am sure you do not want to collect all the parts again, so I had to be certain you would know what to do.
I understand.
I'm glad, for though this matter may seem trivial, there are often underlying reasons why we must do what we must do.
Okay.
In his indolence, Tia had stolen something without calculating its true cost. By thinking only of the moment and not of the future, he has sealed his doom.
We should always calculate the costs.
I know now that you understand how a proper Teardoll should act and are ready to teach Tia his first and final lesson. One that would not be necessary if he had learned that the Teardoll are above sloth and greed.
I'm ready if you are. I'm gonna get a new necklace.
Before we deal with Tia, I feel you must learn about the current split in our people's loyalties. You may not need this information now, but it may be useful later. Take heed of my words and choose carefully if the choice is presented to you. Know that the Teardoll are a divided people. There are Teardoll who, while not happy, can abide living in Freeport while we work towards regaining our past glories. There are also the Thexians, who believe that staying anywhere other than Neriak shows great weakness.
Wow, when did they add
actively
Neriak to the
strive
game?
to find Neriak as we speak.
I don't remember that, because that's when you get the new starting area, what is it, the Dark Moon Fair? Or Neriak Woods? I forget the name of that starting zone. But that's like the default starting zone if you choose the Neriak area. That's a really cool starting zone, by the way. Gosh, what isn't it Dark Woods, Dark Fair, I don't remember what it's called now. It's a really cool starting area, but obviously that's not for the progression server. Alright, we all wish... Nothing wrong with that. We all wish to return to the true home.
But you see, many view the Thexians as zealots, impatiently rushing toward the unknown. Most do not return.
I don't remember when they added
patience. Approach the matter slowly when you have more strength and knowledge on the matter, rather than throwing your life away.
Fair enough.
This is all my view on the matter, and as a fellow Teardoll, I feel obliged to share it with you. You must choose which path to follow in the end, if any. In any event, your current path leads you to take one of these specially baked loaves of bread from behind me to Lynzia's booth.
Gotcha.
Place the bread on Lynzia's counter. I have already sent an anonymous message to her to be sure she does not add it to her normal stock. With the blessing of Inaruk, Tia will find the food shortly, and, well, he will learn the hard way that sloth and greed are unbecoming to the Teardoll. With
Fair
the
enough.
blessing of Inaruk, Tia will find the food shortly, and, well, he will learn the hard way that sloth and greed are unbecoming to the Teardoll.
Alright. I think I already got a piece of bread behind the Lynzia's vendor booth. Does it matter where I put this? Place the bread on the ledge. Okay, and now we go back. Is it gonna eat it? He hasn't showed up. There he is. There he is. This bread tastes a bit better than normal. Almost fresh. Wait! Bye-bye. Pays to stick around, folks. But not long enough to incriminate myself.
Good, good. I have heard of Tia's departure from this world. Excellent work.
I'll do what I can to get rid of scum like that.
As promised, I will direct you to where you can learn to harness the other strengths of the Tyrdal. Now that you understand the correct etiquette, perhaps you won't get yourself killed. Go now to Custodian Zadar Solicia in the graveyard. By helping him accomplish his tasks, you will gain not only the respect of your own people, you will also learn to harness your own strengths and weaknesses.
Okay, so this will probably be where we end up meeting up for the next group session with the static group. Is going to be the graveyard, probably. We'll meander there in a bit because right now there's some other quests up in here we need to look at. It looks like. Oh, I also have this thing. Yep, I need to meet with a delegate of the Freeport Trade Skill Society. And I'm not sure where those are at, so we will sort that out later. Wait, hang on. Freeport Reserve, the Long Shadow Alley. Nope. Cancel. No, that's not it. The Freeport Reserve. I figured one of these would be the crafting area. Oh, crafting trainer to the Dark Bargainers, so that's going to be down in there. There's an innkeeper who has a quest in there, but I don't know how to get down in there. Ah, right here. Would you like to know more about housing? Sure. Alright, so click the buy button. Isn't it this? Buy. Okay, and then we just got the rewards. Put that on the wall. Put that over here. Put that up here. Put that over here. Put that here. Alright, I don't have anything I can sell yet, so at the very least I have that. Do I want to pay the upkeep right now? No. Pay it later. I don't want to pay 10 silver right now.
Hello there, kind adventurer. My merchandise carries the seal of the Overlord himself. Go ahead, take a look.
Alright. There's another quest over here somewhere. Killeneth Dr. How do I get over there? Hello?
They call this the Age of Destiny. It's the age of someone's or some empire's claim to destiny. The world is in ruins, and now here we are, in Freeport, begging for acceptance and embrace of its mighty walls.
Freeport is strong, Kinos is
He
weak.
who saw Freeport. There was no choice for my kind. The Antonicans fear the greatness of the Tiered Dawn. And the Overlord? I believe he knows he cannot rule us, but better to keep an eye on us than let us claim our destiny. We only exist within Long Shadow Alley by the will of the Foci, not Lucan.
Careful, don't speak the Overlord's name or we're both gonna
I
die.
would rather welcome death than give Lucan allegiance. To those who bask in the light, we have done little more than pose a threat to their existence. He and his puppet they call Foci will tremble
Foci?
when Neriak roars again. Our past grandeur
So
shall
this is one of the
rise again.
Thexians. What grandeur?
The grandeur of an empire that spans greater than the Shattered Lands. An empire that has existed longer than man or elf ruled these lands. All that most know of us is a city called Neriak, never knowing truth.
Alright, give me 2 seconds, guys.